removal under Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. A prima facie case was established, leading to her suspension and the setting up of a 5-member committee of inquiry to investigate the matter. The minority in Parliament, together with a coalition of political parties, staged a Save Our Judiciary demonstration to protest the suspension process. In May 2025, multiple lawsuits were filed challenging her suspension. Counsel for one of the petitioners, Ibrahim Anyas Mohammed, expressed frustration with the process, calling for a review of the removal procedure.
The decision by the President of Ghana clearly prejudices and impedes the determination of the matter in court. As you know, I am lawyer for the plaintiff in the case of Theodore Akwatia, a plaintiff who seeks to challenge the removal process and seeks a clarity from the Supreme Court as regards the processes and procedures that underline the Article 146, Clause 6 procedure. So we were in court to not only to challenge the procedure, but to also ask for further clarification as to the propriety of the process itself. Now, this decision by the President not only overreaches the ultimate decision of the apex court, it is also a usurpation of the judicial power, and it is not in the best. We are not in the best position to speak about it for now. But I can say that my client is very disappointed by such a decision by the President.
In June, the suspended Chief Justice held a press conference to address the removal process. She alleged intimidation by the committee, criticized the petitioner Daniel Ofori, and questioned Justice Gabriel Poaman's suitability to chair the committee of inquiry.
How can Justice Poaman, who gave judgment in favor of Daniel Ofori as part of a panel of Supreme Court, and whose opinion I dissented with, which has made me a target of Mr. Ofori's anger, preside over processes to remove me as Chief Justice because of complaints that Mr. Ofori has? I have already protested that there is a conflict of interest for Justice Poaman to chair the committee trying me or hearing me on Daniel Ofori's petitions. What Mr. Ofori's allegations seem to suggest is that a court user can attack the Chief Justice and ask for the removal of the Chief Justice if the Chief Justice does not agree with his case while sitting as a judge, or if his preferred judge is unable to hear his case. And now the judge who supports his case gets to preside over the removal process. Apart from these two allegations, Mr. Ofori has no interest, no personal interest in all the other allegations he's making. And he should not have been allowed to conduct a litigation against me under the disguise of an Article 146 proceeding.
In July, the suspended Chief Justice challenged the process in court and later petitioned ECOWAS Court, alleging violations of her rights in connection with the removal process. Earlier on Monday, Supreme Court Justice Gabriel Scott Poaman, chair of the Article 146 Committee of Inquiry, formally presented the committee's recommendation on the first petitioner to the President, John Dramani Mahama. Reports on the remaining petitions are yet to be submitted. Hours later, the government announced her removal from office. According to the government spokesperson Felix Kwachi Ofosu, the committee found that grounds of stated misbehavior under Article 146 had been established, leading to the recommendation for her dismissal. Justice Gertrude Tokonu is credited with spearheading key judicial reforms, including the automation of Ghana's court through the e-Justice project and the strengthening of commercial justice delivery nationwide.
Let's take you to Akwatia because residents of Wenchi, a stronghold of the MPP in that constituency, are eagerly anticipating Tuesday's by-election. Now, the high-stake poll offers the people of Akwatia the opportunity to elect a new MP following the death of Ernest Kumi in July this year. Channel 1 TV's Charles Owusu-Kumi visited the Wenchi community ahead of the polls and filed this report.
This is Wenchi, one of the electoral areas within the constituency. This, we're told, is an NPP stronghold. Just days ago on Friday, the party, family and friends of the late Ernest Kumi held his one-week observance here in Wenchi, also forming part of the campaigning of the NPP ahead of that election tomorrow. In their latest poll, Global Info Analytics is telling us that the NPP has lost some ground here in Wenchi. So we're here today, just about 12 hours to the polls, to gauge the mood. What are the true sentiments of the people of Wenchi towards tomorrow's by-election?
About one day, about two. Says here, you be tiase. And then just say MPP ni na was MPP ni ndi. And about two. Baby, I want. The baby can say, "Baby, I want no what." And you talk asem, and then you be you know penasundi.
Watch na we could do ballot boss ne ho a. Ye be ma to ma A na B. Sebe yatina krum hache. Ana mo by election mo te Wenchi din no, especially Akwatia constituency mo te na gaza Akwatia de esi Akwatia de ba mo gaza mo ba ha no. Obo hu se kro no there is nothing called development. So that I say oh, far baby to say or down, or call down, you see development. Town roads, yeah, town roads near there. But you see, any by election, you know, say, yeah, fail, yeah, quite my near there.
Ochinamo Tuaba, about 20 cents.
Oh, about 20 dear. A MPP seat, I will be at MPP Nady. Now, we know, me who near as about 20, no. And this is for one of Abenuan Suntino. Almost almost Baby Chakwan, send a bear, a better tomorrow. By the idea, a MPP for.
Almost at Chakwan.
Almost at Chakwan, almost a Yuguswa, almost. But here they were Reshemo Yamidimu said. NSA Akumia, who are Ewo, and now so NDC Fontina, or that's who we, a dinner cocotinia, Chini Honey, and say, Entino, Eddie or Reshem said. Well,
the battle lines are drawn. The political parties are confident of victory. The electors themselves, they are expectant, looking forward to the polls tomorrow. And so we await the decision of the people of Akwatia constituency in that by-election on September 2. From Wenchi in the Akwatia constituency, Charles Owusu-Kumi for Channel 1 News.
Well, we'll stay with that constituency for the big election in about 12 hours or so. And we have our reporters spread across the constituency to bring us the latest. So let's begin with Fausu Mazawudu. Fausu, if you can hear me, welcome to Channel 1 Newsroom.
Thank you very much, Vivian.
Now, you've been in the constituency for hours. What has it been like since morning, and what is happening currently as the EC prepares to begin distribution in some hours for the by-election?
Well, Vivian, in just a few hours, that much anticipated by-election in Akwatia will materialize, and from all intents and purposes, preparations are far advanced. The Electoral Commission have expressed readiness. The police apparatus is also on standby. Earlier, I spoke to a spokesperson for the Ministry of Health who said that they also have their men on ground to ensure that arrangements as regards health, is also maximum. I'm coming to you live here from in the Akwadum market, precisely within the Akwatia township. Very simple. It's essentially to engage constituents ahead of tomorrow's crucial by-election. I would get closer a bit, but before that, in your shot, if the camera can give us an aerial shot, you could tell that there's a police checkpoint here, and this is a common scene, across the constituency. We know that the police service has deployed over 5,000 men to man affairs so far as security going into this by-election is concerned. And so as part of that strategy, they are mounting various checkpoints at the entry point in the constituency. There's been also installation of CCTV camera to enhance surveillance. I would want to speak to a number of the constituents to gauge their mood ahead of tomorrow. Pacho, good evening. Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, boss.
You are live on Channel 1 TV. Please, your name.
My name is Kenneth.
Okay, Kenneth, what's happening tomorrow? Are you ready to vote in the by-election?
Oh yeah, I'm very ready for tomorrow. We are all ready for tomorrow. Yeah, we are all ready for tomorrow. We are hoping for the best to come to Akwatia so that development will come. So we want the best government to come. That's what we are hoping for.
What makes you so expectant?
Oh, is it? Can I come?
Yeah, I mean, what is informing your readiness to vote for tomorrow? Why are you so ready to vote?
Oh, everybody is preparing for tomorrow because you know they've already fixed the date for 2nd of September, right? But tomorrow, but as for me, I don't vote.
Okay.
I don't vote, but I'm supporting. I'm hoping that the best will come out of it.
If you don't vote, how do you ensure that your preferred candidate wins?
Oh, for that one, I don't support. I'm not a politician.
You're not a politician, okay? So your own personal beliefs, because of your own personal beliefs, you don't vote?
No, I don't vote.
Are you a Jehovah's Witness?
No, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay, all right.
Well, I don't believe in voting.
You don't believe in voting?
No.
Okay, let me come to your name.
Richard.
Richard, I'm sure you'll be voting.
No, I'm not an eligible voter.
You are not an eligible voter. Okay, but what do you make about the political dynamics so far? I mean, the politicians have been speaking. You've been in this constituency, I believe, for some time now. Going into this election, what do you think that the eligible voters should look out for?
I think everything is fine. Looking at the dynamics, I think the tolerance level is okay, and I think that is good for, our democracy, you understand. So I think going into the voting, everybody should just do what is expected of him, and then I think everything will be fine. Security is tight, everything is okay. I think that is cool enough to inform a good decision tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, I want to speak to more people, Vivian, if you may. Good evening, sir.
Evening, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I trust you are well too.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Shege.
Shege.
Yeah.
You vote here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Shege, are you ready to vote tomorrow?
I'm ready to vote for my candidate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your candidate?
Oh, that one I can't tell.
You can't tell?
Yeah.
Okay. But you'll be voting tomorrow, definitely.
Bahamis.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that said, it's been, conversation with some constituents in Akwatia here ahead of tomorrow's by-election. They are ready to vote.
Okay.
Yes, they're ready to vote, and definitely we'll be here to keep our tabs on whatever happens on the ground.
All right. Thank you very much. Falzu Masabudi, one of our reporters who's currently at Akwatia, to ensure that tomorrow they bring you a 360 report on that by-election. We still stay with that constituency. We'll move to another area and go to my colleague Sami Wiafe, who is also stationed in the constituency. Sami, if you can hear me, welcome.
Thank you very much, Vivian, and good evening.
Good evening. Now, earlier during the day when there was light, we saw the constituency awashed with party colors of the NDC and the MPP, and quite a number of their supporters coming from Accra to the constituency. How are the political parties wrapping up as they prepare for the polls tomorrow, Tuesday?
Well, if I could hear you clearly, because there's so much noise at the background, but then if I could hear you clearly, for the constituency, the euphoria is very high. The expectation is also high. Everywhere is awash with party colors of both the MPP and the NDC. They have failed two main candidates for this election. If you can see behind me, there's another huge billboards of the two main candidates in this election. The NDC's lawyer Bernard Bediako and the MPP's Solomon Kwame Asmodu, who are the two main contenders in this election of the Akwatia by-election tomorrow. The supporters here are beaming with confidence. The two, supporters of the two political parties or the two candidates. They are all hoping that their candidates will win tomorrow's by-election. For the MPP, they are bagging their hopes on sympathy and continuation of the development project of the late Member of Parliament for the area, whose sudden demise has brought the constituency to the spotlight. And so the MPP believes that a vote for their candidates will continue with the development project started by the late Ernest Kumi. And so a vote for them will ensure that continuity is on, and also in honor of the memory of the late Member of Parliament for the area. On the side of the NDC, they believe that they won the 2024 general election. They won it. But then due to what they describe as some shenanigans, the MPP managed to take the seat away from them. And so what has happened is a manifestation that indeed this is another opportunity for them to win back their seat, which they won in the 2024 general election. They believe that if a candidate of the MPP or a candidate of the NDC wins, which is Bernard Bediako, it will mean that President John Dramani Mahama will have a development partner within the Akwatia constituency here. And so if the NDC and John Mahama want to bring any development, because they have a Member of Parliament in this area, it will be very easy for them to bring that development. And so this has been the main campaign messages of the two candidates going into the by-election tomorrow. I'm reliably informed that there's some submarine or final campaigning going on within the constituency, even though campaigning is supposed to cease 24 hours to the election. But then you see party officials in their branded pickouts with loudspeakers blaring messages across the constituency, more or less to cut last-minute individuals who are yet to decide on who to vote for in tomorrow's by-election. So within the Akwatia constituency here, the enthusiasm is high, the euphoria is high, party polarization seen all over the place. And so they are just waiting tomorrow, God willing, at 7 a.m. They'll go to their various polling stations to go and cut their ballots for whichever candidate they want to vote to or vote for in the by-election of tomorrow, Vivian.
All right, thank you very much, Samiri Afi. Stay safe over there, and we will revert to you tomorrow when polls open for that critical by-election. You want to stay with Channel 1 TV, where we start coverage at 7 a.m. tomorrow for the Akwatia by-election. On City 97.3 FM, we'll start at 6 a.m. for that crucial by-election. It's still the Channel 1 newsroom. Let's move to some other stories. And the Member of Parliament for Anyaa has called for calm in the constituency following violent clashes that left 3 people dead and 5 others injured during the Homowo Festival. The MP further urged the police to arrest the perpetrators and ensure justice is served. Channel 1 News' Christopher Kevin Asima visited the community and came through with this report.
3 people lost their lives on Saturday during violent clashes that erupted during the traditional sprinkling of pokwe, the ceremonial food of the Homowo Festival. The violence reportedly broke out after a misunderstanding between supporters of 2 rival chiefs escalated into gunfire. The chaos later spread to Olebu and Major Junction, where fleeing residents came under further attack.
Inside the booty, the will be free. This side of Tiempo de fils omu tutu kekle no tiempo de ani aja yehwebi de hu ya ne se oma febo ba ko ne call na chi wo careful no ho no san na chi no yesi ti de hu ni se omo amo ha na fefa bo o omo tutu ti de ani se bia kwan mu ho ena bia yesi mo omo mba ti de hu ya se etu a start ena ya de ani se on se penkranfo no mu yewe ya omo tuwe na ya fi se bia omo de like yes sir. The only say I must start to tutu na who say abuna yakunu no. Omo free this side na omo ba. Into omo ba no na half on sudi tuo no. Ehia wom. Into no fa kire say. Esen ko no su ko shoot do hu ye hu ya ne say ono so asan aba. Omo shoot na ni ti aboho emuja bebre. Into later on hu say ye bia we no hu say ba kon so e da form ho no so ye da ntimi na me kwasa nsuo be ye den. E begu ni so wo ho. E ma police fo no. Na omo tam ni to kam. Ana
Residents of Major Junction in Soweto expressed fear following the deadly clash.
Mikora misro no tire mikoda enumre ne mikoda minianu che by this time na maba mikiose no
ama
Nneɛma no nkɔ yie. Esi a market ni na ayɛ slow ama yɛ. Ti yɛba ha koraa yɛmfiili. Ama yɛ na so yɛ wɔ awerɛhoɔ.
The Member of Parliament for the area called on the police to urgently arrest the culprits and appealed to both factions to embrace peace.
It was really uncalled for. Even I thought if we don't understand each other, we have to sit down, talk, and calmness will come. There are so many people in this country holding guns, which I think the police, the security service have to do something about it. Because any small thing, when you have gun, any small thing, you like to pull it. But if you don't have it, so the security service should do something about it. And secondly, I'll beg of them to make sure the perpetrators are brought into book.
The Ghana Police Service says tensions remain high in the area and have urged the public to refrain from engaging either functions or making reckless comments on the matter.
This is the exact spot the incident happened, right here at Omar Jokef. Residents in this neighborhood say they are living in fear and urging the Ghana Police Service to avail them with necessary police protection. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Christopher Kevin Asima.
Now, 6 more people have been rescued while 8 others are feared drowned after a boat carrying displaced persons capsized on the Black Volta at Dini Tunobo in the northern region on Thursday, August 28, 2025. Now, this brings the total number of rescued persons to 12. Reports indicate that the boat, which was carrying 20 passengers, capsized while attempting to cross the river. The victims were fleeing Binyere, a farming community in the Sola Tuna Kaba district of the Savannah region, which has been engulfed in violent clashes over a land dispute. The conflict erupted after the local chief sold a parcel of land to a private developer, a decision strongly opposed by some residents. Violence broke out on Sunday, August 24, when the developer attempted to begin work and was met with resistance. 5 people were killed during the clashes, with another person killed the following day. Now, several of the injured remain in critical condition with gunshot and machete wounds. This is still Channel 1 Newsroom, still to come. State firms pay over 29 million Ghana cedis in dividends to government, the first in decades. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late? Of course.
You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Me and you go be luckiest. Nobody why you luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
You're welcome back to Channel 1 Newsroom. Next is Channel 1 Business with Natalie Neti Ajaho.
Channel One Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you bank like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Welcome back to Channel One Newsroom. Nettie, what do we have in business today?
The state ownership report is out, and even though the revenue is up, there's still a lot of debt that state-owned enterprises owe government.
All right, let's have the details.
Okay. Now, 3 state-owned companies, the Ghana Reinsurance, TDC, and the State Housing Company, have paid a combined dividend of over 29 million Ghana cedis to government last year. This is the first time in decades that several state firms have returned money to the government. There's more in this report.
For the State Housing Company, it is the first payout in 30 years. Overall, the state enterprise sector saw strong growth. Total revenue jumped by about 28% to more than 133 billion cedis in 2024, compared to the 104 billion cedis the year before. The energy sector and financial services drove most of that growth. Profits before interest and tax improved sharply, rising to about 1.6 billion cedis, up from the 377 million cedis last year, and a loss of almost 10 billion cedis in 2022. But those gains were wiped out by heavy borrowing costs of more than 9 billion cedis, leaving the sector with a net loss of nearly 10 billion cedis for the year, worse than the 7 billion loss in 2023. Assets of state companies rose by 22% to 395 billion cedis, but liabilities grew even faster, up by 24% to 282 billion, with the Electricity Company of Ghana alone owing about 71 billion cedis. Despite ongoing losses from firms such as Ghana Water, Tema Oil Refinery, and the Graphic Communications Group, 9 enterprises, including the Ports and Harbours Authority, Bui Power, and Ghana Gas, have remained profitable over the last 5 years. Meanwhile, joint venture companies made a remarkable turnaround. From a loss of 1.3 billion cedis in 2023, they bounced back to a profit of about 1.5 billion in 2024. Their assets also jumped by almost 40% to 72 billion cedis. In total, these joint ventures posted record net profits of nearly 25 billion cedis, up from just 1.6 billion cedis the previous year. Minority-owned firms were the biggest dividend contributors, paying more than 1 billion cedis, which made up about 9 out of every 10 cedis received by the government.
Now, government says Ghana's environmental, social, and governance framework will be tailored to local priorities, not copied from Europe. Environmental Protection Authority CEO Professor Nanama Brown-Kluche explains that the strategy focuses on aligning parts of the EU taxonomy with Ghana's key sectors to help firms develop credible and bankable transition plans. She made the remarks at the Made in Africa Global ESG and Sustainability Reporting Summit in Accra.
Designed for European markets, the EU taxonomy matters here because many international investments, banks, and corporates active in Africa reference taxonomy-style criteria to decide where capital flows. Ghanaian exporters into EU value chain increasingly face sustainability screening and due diligence expectations. The taxonomy's science-based threshold provide a practical compass for what good looks like: renewable energy, efficient building, clean manufacturing, and sustainable agriculture. Our approach is not copy and paste, but to translate and map identify overlaps between EU taxonomy criteria and Ghana's priority sectors, then guide firms on credible transition plans that are feasible, locally appropriate, and bankable.
Now, preparations are in full swing for Ghana's biggest showcase of homegrown products and services as Channel 1 TV and City FM gear up for the 2025 edition of the This is Ghana exhibition. The much-anticipated event will take place on September 6 and 7, promising an even bigger platform for creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. There's more in this report by Nashika Caesar.
Ghana's premier exhibition of locally made products and services, the This is Ghana exhibition, returns on September 6 to 7, 2025. The two-day event will spotlight SMEs, startups, research institutions, and proudly Guinean brands spanning traditional craft to cutting-edge technology. This year's edition aims to celebrate local creativity, encourage collaboration, and inspire national pride. Organized by Channel 1 Television and City FM, the exhibition will be held at the Efua Sutherland Children's Park in Accra and promises its most expansive showcase yet. Head of Events and Partnerships at Channel 1 Television and City FM, Frema Edunyame, shared an update ahead of the event.
Right, so currently all the slots for registration are gone. We can't take on any registration. We have just a little bit of room for those who are yet to make the final payment, that those who have registered and are finishing their payment. So this should tell you that we are very ready. We are just counting down to Saturday and Sunday, just waiting to mount boots, and just have the show on. This year is going to be very, very different from the previous editions of This is Ghana that you've experienced, because this year we have changed the venue, so that even comes with a much improved, shopping experience and exhibition experience.
Frema Edunyame assured that the 2025 edition will be the largest yet, urging all Ghanaians to participate and support local businesses.
This year we have Kwampa, we have Inchinchim coming. This hasn't really been done in previous editions. We also are coming with the grill station, we're coming with the drink station, the food court. So this year we are going to have much more fun at the This is Ghana exhibition.
The This is Ghana exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 Television and City FM with sponsorship from MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank. The event is also supported by Twellium Industrial Company Limited and Built Financial Technologies.
Let's now check how the local currency is performing on the interbank market. And that's all for Channel 1 Business. I am Neteli Neti Ajaho. Back to you, Vivian.
Thank you, Neteli. In some other stories, the Managing Director of Ghana Water Company Limited, Adam Mutawakili, has expressed concern over the high turbidity levels of water at Kwanyako Water Treatment Plant. The facility, which was designed to process water with a turbidity level of up to 2,500 NTU, is currently treating water exceeding 11,000 NTU. This came to light during a visit by the Managing Director to the plant to evaluate the operations. Channel 1 News' Samuel Akom was on the tour and filed this report.
At the Winneba Water Treatment Plant, the team was taken through the water intake point as well as the treatment and distribution facilities. The plant serves Winneba and surrounding communities, including Impota, Jaze, Ochireko, Inswechu, Ebusubompeyin, and Pomaze. After assessing the plant's capacity, Adam Mutawakilu, Managing Director of the Ghana Water Limited, confirmed that the facility is fully operational, refuting claims of prolonged water supply disruptions in the Efutu area.
The Winneba Headworks produces 9,700 cubic meters of water daily. and there hadn't been any interruption. When I talk of interruption, means for about 6 hours, a full day, 2 days, 3 days, there hadn't been interruption. And I want to state emphatically that the statement that 140,000 customers has been affected as a result of shutdown cannot be supported by facts.
He clarified, however, that plans are well advanced to restore supply to customers whose lines were affected by the ongoing Kaswa-Winneba Highway expansion project.
I want to assure the Kaswa residents some repairs work. 4 of the filters have been down for a long time. And since we came to office, we started working on them. And very soon, those filters will be ready.
The team then proceeded to the Konyakon water treatment plant located in Agona Konyakon, also in the central region. The facility serves Agona Swedro, Agona Nyakrom, Breman Esikuma, the Ijumakon Enyan Eshiem area, as well as Budubrum, Gomwafete, and surrounding towns.
We are at the Konyako headworks. And as you can see, this headwork serves about 30 districts. So it serves a wide area. But as you can see at the intake, the turbidity of the water is not the best. I was told as of last week it went up to 32,000 NTU, and today it's about 11,000. And the design of the plant is to operate at 2,500 NTU. So you realize that even today, the design of the plant times 5 is what the turbidity of the water is. Collaborate with the head office so that we'll be able to know the main source of the pollution, and that is getting a drone to go upstream so that we'll be able to know exactly where the pollution is coming from.
The managing director also revealed that government is working to establish additional treatment plants in Accra to help address the current supply deficit of about 80 million gallons, which causes intermittent shortages in some parts of the capital.
We know that when you look at the demand of water in Accra vis-a-vis the supply, there is a huge shortfall. So that means even if we are producing to the maximum capacity, it's not everybody who will still get water. But we are discussing with government to see how we can get more treatment plants to be able to increase production.
The managing director has indicated that drones will be flown across the source to ensure and ascertain where the pollution actually is coming from, to ensure that it is nipped in the bud. Reporting from Konyakon here in the central region, I am Samuel Akom for Channel 1 News.
You're welcome back to the Channel 1 Newsroom. Still to come. Black Stars begin training in Accra ahead of World Cup qualifier against Chad. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother once more. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the grades. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
His uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter what you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame.
Senya God the apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
You're welcome back to Channel 1 Newsroom. Up next is sports with Bernard Abeko Otri. Bernard, welcome.
Hi, Vivian. Thank you. Good
Black
to see
Stars
you.
again?
Yeah.
What's the deal now?
Now we have to go to the United States of America, Mexico, and Canada for the World Cup.
Yeah.
And we have Chad and Mali
Easy
for
peasy.
match day 7. It should be. That's Chad. It's Chad.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell
We should be.
Tell us more.
Let's get into it, shall we now? The first of 2 training sessions for the Black Stars of Ghana prior to the team's trip to Chad took place at the Accra Sports Stadium with just 12 of the 24-man squad participating in the session. The Black Stars are top of Group I with 15 points heading into the clash on Thursday in N'Djamena. My colleague Yao J. Binta was at the Accra Sports Stadium and put this together.
Jordan Ayew, Elisha Wusu, Benjamin Asare, Jonas Ajete, Jerry Efriye, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Christopher Barbonsu, Antoine Semenyo, Ibrahim Osman, Joseph Annan, Gideon Mensah, and Ibrahim Sulemana were the Black Stars players who made it in time to train at the Accra Sports Stadium. For varied reasons, the likes of Thomas Partey and Tariq Lamptey, who recently joined Italian side Fiorentina, weren't present for the session. Despite the large contingent of absentees, there was an air of positivity around the team that was demonstrated by the Ghana Supporters Union. Former Black Stars captain Stephen Appiah, who doubles as a member of the Black Stars committee, witnessed the training session and shared how confident he was about a win for the team against Chad.
We have 9 players this evening training, and I think the other players are coming this evening. So, but I think talking to them, they are ready to play the 2 games, and we all know that we have 2 crucial games that will determine our chances for the World Cup. But talking to some of them, I think that they are ready to deliver. So after our 2 games against Chad and Madagascar, I think we believe that the guys will make it, because talking to some of them, we all know that we didn't qualify for the AFCON, which we played in December. So the energy now channel to these 2 games. So for me, being close to them, I think that they will deliver.
Day 1 of the Black Stars training session at the Accra Sports Stadium has been done before they journey to Chad to complete the latest phase of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And the hope is that by the time they get to N'Djamena in Chad, the full complement of the team would be present to be able to take on Chad on Thursday, September 4. Reporting from the Accra Sports Stadium, my name is Yao Ijemita.
Let's do some tennis now, and Novak Djokovic continued his bid for a record 25th Grand Slam title in style as he was stormed past qualifiers Jan-Leonard Struff to reach the US Open quarterfinals. Despite twice receiving medical attention, the Serb rarely looked troubled as he raced to a dominant 6-3, 6-3, 6-2 victory in under 2 hours.
We played in semifinals. Remember that day, I think I lost the first set against Ferrer. I was, double breakdown, and then something happened that never happened to me, or I don't think to any other player before, which was the evacuation was called, so we had to evacuate and leave the stadium as soon as possible because of the what do you call this? Huge winds. Tornado. It was a tornado emergency. So I just remember that year was super, super windy and difficult to play overall for anyone. But yeah, I mean, Andy won his first US Open. I was close, but I lost in the fifth. I lost to him in a couple of Grand Slam finals. I lost to him also in Wimbledon, so he can't complain.
That's the latest from the world of sport, and I am Bernard Abekoachi.
Hey. Thank you, Bernard Abekoachi.
You're welcome.
Well, that's it for today's edition of Channel 1 Newsroom. Let's do a recap of our headline stories. President John Mahama removes Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu from office after committee report. Wenchi residents brace for high-stakes vote to replace late MP Ernest Kumi in Akwatia by-election. Anyaa Sotom on edge after deadly festival clashes as Member of Parliament for the area calls for calm. And 6 more rescued after Black Volta boat disaster last week. Visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel 1 TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel 1 TV. Download the Channel 1 TV app on Google Play Store and the App Store. I'm Vivian Kai Loco. Many thanks for watching. Bye-bye.